It's IBC 2023 and I'm here in Hall 12 speaking to Rod from Rotolight. Hi Rod.
Hi, how are you?
Very good indeed. So been a good show?
Been a great show so far. Yeah, really good.
Great. Well, probably because you've got some news. Pretty good news. Fire away.
So this is the Anova Pro 3.
Okay.
It's the brightest 1x1 star panel ever made. It's the most brightest light we've ever made.
Yep.
And it's got a lot of really cool features. So specifically over 22,000 lux at 1 meter.
Right.
That's 3 to 10,000 Kelvin. And as you can see, as I'm doing here, Rotolight's still one of the only lights in the whole industry to have a full color touchscreen display. Lights nowadays can do so much from RGB to special effects. So actually, it's very difficult if you've got a grayscale display trying to pick the correct color, actually being able to visualize that color on the screen.
And it's a full color.
Full color.
It's bright with full color, yeah.
Bright with full color. And then once you've set up a Kelvin or a color setting, you can then just literally long press and hold on to a preset and then recall that later with just one touch. So that can be really useful, particularly when you don't have a huge amount of time on set.
Absolutely,
or shoot. So in addition to being incredibly bright, over 22,000 lux, this is also our first ever IP65 panel.
Okay.
And so that simply means it's completely rain, storm, weather, dust, desert proof, even running on batteries. So this is the only IP65 panel light that can run on battery outdoors all day long in the weather.
Yeah.
And it just means, again, coming from the UK,
yeah.
And Netherlands
Lovely. And the Netherlands, yeah.
That's really useful. So for outside broadcast, that's a particularly useful
feature.
feature.
That's only stopping short of dunking it, which you're not going to do, so yeah.
But yeah, it can take a pressure jet of water from any direction, so really, really cool feature. One other really exciting feature that's very new on this is something we call Magic Eye. So there's actually a optical light sensor built on the front face of this light. And for exactly the situation we had a moment ago where there's mixed lighting in this room, it's a couple of different lights, maybe you've got different lights on set. Instead of having to take out your light meter, you can simply go into the light here to our Magic Eye page and press sample, and the light will then sample the reading.
Right.
And measure the ambient Kelvin, it will measure the HSI setting. If you have a color on the light, you can actually match to a white light setting, match to any color, and then the light will just instantly implement it, which is very, very useful. The light is also compatible with our Rotolight wireless iOS and Android
just about to
app.
say, have we got app control?
What's nice with it is a simple QR code, so you just scan it with your phone, it instantly connects, up to 20 lights, 200 feet.
That was my next question, how many lights? You're beating me to it, yeah.
The other nice thing with this is that we have the latest Lumen Radio CRMX built in. We've also got wired 5-pin in and out DMX, ArtNet, and USB for updates in the field.
Right.
And one final thing I'll show you, which is really very cool and also unique to Rotolight, is that along with all of the other innovations, if I spin this around now, what you'll find on the front of this is something we call the Smart Softbox, which is the world's first electronic softbox. So I can actually demonstrate that even without power here. So as you can see, as I dial this in and out,
very cool.
I get 1.5 stops of electronic diffusion. And if I show you back on the back wall here, if I spin this back around, what that actually effectively does to the shadow. So if you hold my mic 1 second,
I've got you.
If you don't mind.
Sorry.
As I dial this in and out, I'm able to get a harder defined edge to the shadow or a soft wrap. And the advantage of that is that simply, instead of having to have multiple modifiers with multiple diffusers, I can adjust this, particularly useful if it's a smaller crew, because I can adjust it from my app. So I could be stood by the camera, adjusting the diffusion on the presenter. For content creators, that's also particularly useful. And for larger studios, they can control the DMX control the diffusion over DMX. So it saves them a lot of time.
So one of the questions: anyone out there using it already? Is it delivering?
It's absolutely brand new. So we actually announced it 24 hours ago. So in fact, we're actually doing a Kickstarter campaign for this on the 12th of October.
Okay.
Rotolight's done 2 of them previously, and we broke records on the platform for the most successful light ever launched. And so we're offering existing Rotolight users and indeed new filmmakers and photographers, content creators, the opportunity to save significant saving on retail by backing the campaign 12th of October. It's shipping in March. We've already had this light on test with many leading filmmakers, gaffers, DPs, and broadcasters all over the world. So this is...
I mean, in fairness, your round lights are iconic. There's, great success. They've been everywhere. They're used everywhere from Dancing on Ice to film sets, etc. So, it's bound to be a winner.
Well, I think so. I mean, so what's nice with this is 5th generation product now. So the original Anova
of
was
course.
2011. So the nice thing is that we've been able to take all of that experience and feedback we've had over the years, and particularly with this, it's been over 6 years since the previous generation of this product.
Right.
It now has, it's more than double the power of the previous generation, for anyone familiar with it. Added touchscreen, RGB, Smart Soft, the IP65, so it's a big upgrade. And I think people are going to be really excited for it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Rod. Now, if you have managed to get to IBC, I'm sure you'll have come through Hall 12 and had a look. If they haven't, where's the website?
It's rotolight.com and specifically /Anova Pro 3.
Anova Pro 3. Brilliant. And for everything else that we're doing at the show, it's kitplus.com.